Hi guys, it's Irene's Braids and I am back with another video. So here are my products that I'll be using. I'm going to start off by blow drying my client's hair. I'm going to spray a little bit of mane and tail detangling spray on her hair. I did take a wide tooth comb before I started blow drying to go ahead and comb through her hair. Make sure that I'm not pulling and tugging on her hair. And here is our outcome. And let me tell y'all, that yellow bird gets the job done. Now don't pay no mind to that kitchen area in the back. I forgot to hold her head down further to blow dry that, but I did go back and I did blow dry it. So we are doing some triangular part box braids. So to begin these braids, I'm going to go ahead and part out my first row. I ended up having to make her braids a little smaller in the back only because my client was wearing a TWA cut, she said, and she was still trying to get the back of her hair to grow. Now, of course, it has grown out a lot. However, the sides and corners of her hair, she still has a little bit of puffiness from the TWA cut. So the braids would be great because by me applying the braids will help her get some growth there. But I would have to make the braids smaller so that way it can hold for during the time frame that she's wearing the style. So we're going to go ahead and get right into our parting. I like to take my IRENE'S Braids Precision Parting Comb and I like to go ahead and part at an angle. So I part at enough of an angle to where it can look like a triangular shape. So far, so good. So you see how her hair is short right there from the TWA cut? I am going to try to leave enough hair for my longer pieces to add with that so that way that braid can be more secure. I don't want to braid just on the short pieces alone because I'm afraid that the braid will slip. So you will see that I will go over a part, a couple of times just to clean it up. I would like for that part to be perfect and I would like for it to have a seamless look. All of your parts should be crispy and clean so that way you know that your client's going to be happy with the outcome, and then that way it's going to be a bomb job. So let's continue watching. All right, you guys, so I've done about 3 rows, and those rows were parted straight across, and I did still keep up with the same direction of my triangular part pattern that I did for parting out my shapes. Now I'm starting on my 4th row, and that row will be made into a U-shaped part to create more of a fullness. So if you've been watching my channel for some time now, you know that U-shaped parting is one of my favorites because it allows the braids to fall nicely, but then also create fullness for the braids. So I want to say we'll have about 3 to 4 rows that would be parted out in a U-shaped part. And I'm going to go ahead and show you guys again how I start off with my triangular parts. So as you see here, I'm taking my comb and I am slanting it in a downward angle position towards her face. And I will go ahead and use the tip of my comb to part at the opposite angle away from her face to create my first triangle part. And I'll continue to do this method until I create the entire row of triangular parts. Part. I don't know why I said that, but I definitely meant parts. All right, you guys. So I like to split the hair into twos, and I like to create a crossed over method where 2 legs become one, and then the other 2 become separate to create 3 legs, as you see here. And then I'm going to take the middle leg that I've created, and I'm going to attach it with my client's natural hair. And then I'm going to take my left hand, I'm going to pull down that top piece of braiding hair that's resting on my index finger. I'm going to pull that piece down, use my index finger to push through, and then take my right hand and use that index finger to push back through. So I'm going to swap them back and forth until the braid is secure. But I'm also going to try to make sure that I'm pulling in all of her natural hair into the braid to make sure that it's nice and secure. And by braiding the hair this way, it allows the braids to not slip. So you want to braid through the braids and not on top of the natural hair, because when you're braiding through your client's hair, it's going to make it secure. Braiding on top of your client's hair will make it, eventually fall out if you don't have a secure grip. Now, in some cases, it doesn't fall out, but if you don't grip and with a nice grip, it can fall out. So just to be on the safe side, try to do this method because this will definitely help secure your braids. All right, and so I'm going to continue to braid down until the braid is nice and secured, and I'm going to braid to the ends. I want to braid all the way to the ends. I'm going to roll and tuck her natural hair behind the braid to make sure that everything is laying nicely. So again, I'm going to show you guys what I do to secure my braids. Again, I'm going to cross over the braiding hair to make 3 legs. And I'm going to continue and braid through my client's hair. As I said before, this is a much more secured way of making sure that your braids are not going to slip. And I'm going to continue to braid down, roll and tuck her natural hair away until I complete my braid. All right, you guys. So let's continue watching. So I love finishing my braids in the middle part. And the reason why I do it this way is because I want to give my clients options. Because when these braids start to grow out from the roots, I want to make sure that she can wear them in the middle, she can wear them to the side, and she can, pretty much have options with her hair. So I do end all of my braids, especially when I'm doing box braids, in the middle. I also feel like when you lay the braids in the middle, especially when the braids start to get older, being that they're box braids, it gives you a little bit more coverage to hide the natural hair. I'm sorry, not the natural hair, but the new growth that you will have. So having the middle part just gives you another way to cover up what you don't want to show. All right, so let's continue watching. I tried to make sure that I was up close and as detailed as I could possibly be with showing you guys how to pretty much make your box braid and insert the braiding hair. So I hope that this video was pretty detailed and informative for you. And if so, please make sure that you leave some comments down in the comment section to let me know what your thoughts were. Let me know how do you do your box braids? How do you start your box braids off? What do you do to secure your braid? And let me know, how long does your braids last on your clients and what it is that you guys do as far as your process. And please note that when you start your opposite side of your client's head that you have not finished for your middle part, that you will need to start your parts off exactly with how you have done them on the opposite side. So you want to mirror. That's the word I like to use, is to mirror your pattern, mirror those parts. So that way it could be equivalent on the opposite side. Okay, and that is pretty much how you would finish off this style. You want to make sure that you clean that up and make sure that they all are equivalent. And I'm telling you guys, that will definitely give your clients a reason to come back. And you can charge top dollar. This is what top dollar braids will look like, and people will pay you for your work based off of what you're giving. So If you want to give top quality braids, I think this would be a good start for you. Invest in your products, invest in the hair you're using, invest in your combs, and make sure that you're always giving top quality work. All right, you guys. So with that being said, I'm going to go ahead and finish out this middle part. If you have any questions for me, you can always email me at irenesbraids@gmail.com. You can book an appointment with me. I book by appointment only. I do not accept any walk-ins. All clients who book will need to book online through my website. There will be a link in the description box below if you would like to book an appointment. And if you would like to take a one-on-one braid class, you can also do that. There is a link below to take a class. There should be a link tree link. That's what you want to click if you would like to find out that information. And if I didn't mention in this video, I believe we use 3 packs, 3 no more than 4 packs of braiding hair. This hair that I gave her was some leftover hair from some of my other clients. So I was able to give her hair that was already left in the salon. All right. So this is how I add in extra braiding hair. If I need to make the length longer, I just take a small piece of braiding hair and I braid it up under the braid so that way it can lay seamlessly. So because you can't tell where the hair ends or begins when you add in that piece of braiding hair, that means that you did a great job. If you can see that piece that you added in, that means that you used too much hair and you're going to have to go back and take that out and add in the piece with less hair. All right. I did dip my client's hair behind the scenes and I did snip a few pieces off. I used some braiding foam and I also used some braid sheen when I finished her style. So please note that I did do that. I just didn't show it on camera. All right, you guys. So here's the final look. Nice and clean parts. As always, thank you guys so much for watching this video. And I will be back in my next video with another great style for you guys. So I'll see you then. Bye, guys.